Morning, Steve here in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, the weakness that we saw that started after the USDA report continued overnight. Got beans down 8 to 9 cents, corn down 4, and wheat down about 6 cents. Over the weekend, both the European and the American weather model suggest that the U.S. Midwest is going to get some rains. The North Dakota, Nebraska got some rains over the weekend. There's a shower activity in north central Iowa right now. And the GFS model suggests that we'll get 1/4 to an inch of rain, maybe 65–70% coverage over the central Midwest this week, while the European model's got 1 to 3 inches, favoring eastern South Dakota, southern Minnesota, Iowa, and the northern 2/3 of Illinois. So with that type of rain in the forecast, it's hard for the market to rally. It's interesting that a year ago, the low in the beans were around 9.34, which was pretty close to where we are at now. And for wheat, the low was around 4.22. It's interesting that USDA's got a 475, 17 to 18 bean carryout. Most people are agreeing with that. They got a 2273 corn carryout, and people have a range of between 2 billion and 2.3 billion. And the difference is the yield. Some people just still can't buy into the USDA's corn yield. And wheat, USDA's at 933. We have a low of 825 and a high of 925. So a big divergence in the wheat, probably specifically trying to figure out what the exports are going to be. Next week, we got the Pro Farmer Annual Crop Tour. They'll start on August 21st, complete on August 24th, and give us results on August 25th. So I'm sure a lot of people hope that they'll come out with a little bit lower yield than what the USDA said. For those that are trying to draw a roadmap for futures over the next, let's say, year, people are thinking that beans will make a March low around 8 1/4. Soybean oil will be at 31.50 at that time, and meal around $260 a ton. Also, in the corn, they actually have it making a December low around 3.50, and then slowly moving up from there. For wheat, they've already have market close to the lows, with maybe Chicago trading in May or June of next year at a high around 5.25. So the wheat market might be a little oversold right now. Corn market still has some downside, and depending upon what kind of crop we see and what kind of issues there are in South America, the soybean market could continue to trend lower. Outside markets are seeing a bit of relief of no increased tensions in North Korea over the weekend. We're seeing stocks up and the gold down, and some issues about supply is offering some resistance to crude this morning. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day.